What is going on, YouTube? My name is TayBikes28, and I am back live here with the Toronto Huskies franchise. Very excited to get into all this for you guys. I'll explain what's going to be happening here in week number 9. But before I do all that, I got to tweet out the stream, get everything going here for you guys. So give me a couple of minutes, check audio, and all the good stuff like that. And I will be right back here and ready to go for you. Alright, as I was saying here, just finished tweeting out the stream and everything. But your Toronto Huskies franchise is live here once again. I think this is the third stream within the last couple of days that I've done. And I just can't get enough of this franchise. I hope that you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Because I can tell you one thing, that this Huskies franchise might be one of the biggest, I would say, developmental processes that I've gone through with the team in terms of doing it live. So that is one thing that I'm super excited about, and I I'm very interested to see how the season turns out for your Huskies, because I mentioned last year that I really felt like we were starting to find something down the stretch, and obviously here, as you can see, your Huskies are sitting at 4-3 with a winning record, but we did drop 2 games in a row over the last 2 weeks, both in division, which is not a great situation. And I was looking earlier at the standings, and I can go ahead and show you guys this, that I'm pretty sure we're in a situation where we cannot lose another game in our in our division, I should say. Because right now the Colts are sitting at 5-2. They've won 5 in a row, and here we are losing 2 in a row. But the big thing is they've already played 5 division games, won 3 of them. Okay, so let's assume they win their last one, so they end up going 4-2, right? We have to win the rest of our division games to even equal that number. So I think the big thing for us right now is to just make sure we get enough wins to secure a playoff spot. We may not win the division this year, though, despite being able to maybe battle for a playoff spot. So we will have to see, though. Things can change very quickly in the NFL, but your Toronto Huskies are set up here in week number 9 against the Tennessee Titans. Final game in this 3-game divisional stretch, where we played the Colts first, Texans last week in a heartbreaker. If you guys did not check that out, definitely go do that, because it was a great game, back and forth all game long. Came down to literally the last play, and it just didn't fall your Huskies' way at the end of the day. It was a great game, though. Huskies had a good performance in the first half, struggled a little in the second half, and just really a fun game to watch and to be a part of. So definitely go check that out in the last stream. But without further ado, I'm going to jump into this thing, and we're going up against the Tennessee Titans. And this is a Titans roster who I will show you once we get into the game. But this is a Titans roster that we've beaten before. All right, the Derrick Henry-led Titans, as you guys will probably suspect. So this is a Titans team that isn't necessarily otherworldly, I guess is the easiest way to put it. Our Huskies actually beat them for their first ever win in franchise history, was against the Titans. So that was very exciting. So, as you see, your Toronto Huskies are traveling down south, and those are not your commentators. My name is TayVikes28, and I'll be commentating today for you guys. And then we are traveling down to Tennessee, and we are hoping to come out with a win here. We need it right now, as your Huskies are sitting at 4-3, but 1-2 in the division, and trailing the Indianapolis Colts. So let's see what your Huskies can do after a stretch of road games here. Let's get into this thing. Very, very excited. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the roster real quick for the Titans. And I'm going to explain how this Toronto Huskies franchise is a little bit different than most that you'll see while I'm doing that. So this Huskies franchise is a franchise where we don't necessarily... I'll show our roster first, then the Titans. But this is a franchise we don't play the games. What I mean by that is you still see every snap of every single game getting played, but we do not control the players. So I'll commentate over the game, and at the end of the day, it is up to the players on field to perform well in order to win. So we put out a team kind of like a GM build in a sense, where we go out there, we select players, we draft players, we pay players, we sign players in free agency, we do all that stuff, but then when it comes to game day, we'll put them out there and they do their own thing. So it is a sim-based franchise. It is, we go ahead and simulate CPU versus CPU and jump in and watch the entire game. And then at that point, it is up to our players to perform well. So that is kind of what we're rolling with, and it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it if you guys are at all into team building. This is a great team building exercise, a way for you to really test your abilities as a general manager / head coach of sorts. So that is one reason why I love to do this, because that is my type of thing. So super, super excited to see how this all plays out into this game. And as you see there, you saw the starting lineup for your Huskies. But now, looking at the Titans. Now, the Titans do have a rookie quarterback. They got rid of Ryan Tannehill. He's no longer around. So it is Trey Lance, the rookie, right now, as the starting quarterback for this Titans squad. And then they have Derrick Henry, obviously, the heart and soul of this offense. And then as the wide receivers go, they still have A.J. Brown in town, as well as Corey Davis and Adam Humphries. So a good trio at receiver there. And then at tight end, they were able to bring in Dallas Goedert and C.J. Uzomah as a nice duo at the tight end position. And then across the offensive line, some familiar names, starting off with Taylor Lewan. They brought in Ron Leary as well, the former... he's played a few places, Denver being one of those as well. They also have Lloyd Cushenberry as the center, with veteran Mike Pouncey as a backup there. And then you got Nate Davis, the young guy, at guard, as well as Jack Driscoll out there at right tackle. And then in terms of the defensive front, you got the stud defensive end / nose tackle Jeffrey Simmons. And then you have Everson Griffin, former Viking, who I'm feeling will be a little bit of a problem for us today. And then we have in the middle Andrew Billings and Lorenzo Neal. And then outside, in terms of the linebacking core, we've got Brennan Scarlett is currently starting over Reggie Ragland for them. They have Jayon Brown and Rashawn Evans, as well as Kendall Beckwith in the middle. And then outside, Harold Landry, who can rotate in as a pass rusher as well. And then in terms of the corners, they have Adoree Jackson as their number one, Isaiah Oliver, who is a former Falcon, who is coming in here and really developed pretty well into a number two corner for them. And they also have Alante Taylor, the rookie. So not a lot of depth across the secondary. Kevin Byard, the stud safety, out there as well. They have a superstar X Factor, Matthew Austin, though, sitting on the bench, which is interesting. And they also have HaHa Clinton Dix at strong safety. And then kicker Rodrigo Blankenship and Brett Kern, longtime punter out there in Tennessee, is still there. So that's what we're looking at here. And this is where we go ahead and jump into the game. So let's do that. So as we start this game off, the Tennessee Titans are kicking off to your Toronto Huskies, and they're going to return this thing from the end zone out past the 25 to about the 27-yard line. And that is where we get to see the first look at this offense in this one. As Trevor Nickerson and company, they struggled over the last game or two, but before that, they had been on fire to start this season. Nickerson, 14 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, over 1,800 yards on the season. He's been really performing well. He's got that sophomore jump that we like to see from the quarterback position. But we're going to start with a brand new addition in this offense, and that is Travis Kelce with a move outside. You don't see this very often, but this offense has a little bit of a wrinkle into it where we give Travis Kelce an opportunity with the football. And as you see there, he can make some moves. And right there, pretty good gain on the first play from scrimmage. Gets us all the way out to midfield, and that is going to set up a 1st and 10 at that point. And Nickerson's going to take the snap and continue with the running game. This time it's going to be, though, a normal draw play here to Aaron Jones, who just got back after having a pretty big injury in week number 1 against, week number 1. He went ahead and broke his collarbone, actually, very early on in that game, and had been out ever since until last week. He finally came back fully healthy and performed pretty well against the Houston Texans. I would have liked to see a little bit more out of him, but I think they were easing him into the game plan. But here we go, another Aaron Jones carry here, this time pretty good yardage, and I'm thinking that Aaron Jones this game could be a big factor. We'll have to wait and see, but it's nice to have him back on the field. Not that Latavius Murray, who filled in for him in his absence, played poorly. He actually played quite well, but it's always nice to have your starters out there. So there is a big play right there, but it looks like an injury from Tennessee after a nice play from the defense to come up and make a tackle for a loss on that little dump-off option. But it looks like Isaiah Oliver, who we just talked about being a nice number 2 corner that developed for them, looks like he got injured on that one. We talked about how they didn't have a lot of depth, so maybe an opportunity for Toronto to attack downfield here. But they're going to continue running the football. Interesting decision as Aaron Jones actually loses another yard there. So that's going to set up a 3rd and 12. And that's going to be 3rd and 12 at the 38-yard line. And that's going to be a tough situation. We just talked about Jeffrey Simmons as well, the stud defensive end there, someone who I think is going to develop into a great player for this Titans defense. And a nice little screen pass here, trying to set up a screen pass, but actually goes backwards about 6 yards there. Aaron Jones right now, 2 catches for -7 yards. Not exactly what you're used to when you think about Aaron Jones catching the football. So that's going to set up a punt here from Toronto. Great defensive stand from Tennessee. That leads into a punt here from Matt Hack, and that is going to go through the end zone for a touchback. So the Titans will be taken over here with the rookie quarterback, Trey Lance, who hasn't been doing terribly this season. 8 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. So he is positive, but he's just not getting a whole lot of big numbers there. I'm sure Derrick Henry has something to say about that. So now it is 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line, though. Lance is going to drop back. Quick throw over the middle. That is caught for a 1st down. 1 for 1 to start the day here. Not too bad as Adam Humphries gets the first catch of the day for the Titans. And now they're going to fake to Derrick Henry, and under pressure, an interesting decision there as he throws it into a tough situation. Looks like that was the fullback there, if I'm not mistaken. And as you see, you saw the Titans starting lineup earlier, but you get another look at it there, and Derrick Henry is the force in this offense. the thing that keeps the wheels going around. But so far, it's been all passing in this one as Trey Lance completes another catch, or excuse me, completes another throw right there up to the 37-yard line and on the catch there for 7 yards. And another one, and that one is bounced around and almost intercepted. The intended target was wide open there over the middle. Lance hit him right in the numbers, but the problem was the intended target just simply dropped the ball. I'm not sure if that was CJ Uzama or who that was. Couldn't tell. So that's going to set up a Brett Kern punt here, as this is a pretty good one going inside the 5 and getting downed at the 1-yard line. Great punt coverage, phenomenal punt from the veteran, and that right there is why you pay a punter. So we're going to need to see a 99-yard drive out of Nickerson and company if they plan on getting a touchdown on this one. And they're going to start off in I formation here at the 1-yard line. And it is going to be a handoff, and that is going to be a safety for Tennessee as they burst through the offensive line knowing exactly what is coming. And a phenomenal play by this defense, who is pretty underrated, might I point out, as that was Rashawn Evans sneaking through the gap in the offensive line to get to the running back there. So now a safety punt, as that's going to be returned out past the 25 to the 28. And that'll be where Tennessee gets their second opportunity here. And not only that, but an opportunity to break this game into a 2-score lead if they can find the end zone. So with a 2-0 lead, Tennessee takes over at the 28-yard line. Trey Lance under center here. And it's going to be a handoff finally to none other than Derrick Henry, who gets up to the 32-yard line. Nice 4 or 5 yard carry there. And this Toronto defense has been phenomenal this season. One of the best in the NFL. And a defense that has only been getting better as time goes on. But the problem was last week, it seemed like no matter what the defense did, they couldn't stop the passing attack. And let's see if that continues this week, as another completed pass here at the 38-yard line. Trey Lance with another first down. That time it's A.J. Brown with his first catch on the day. And now we're going to fake to the running back here as Lance throws deep down the right side, and that is caught at the 49-yard line. That time it's Corey Davis with the reception. That's his first catch on the day. Goes for 13 yards and a first down. So now we're going back to the running game here with Derrick Henry as he's powering his way up to the 42-yard line. That is one scary man to have coming running at you. So now it is 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line. And they are going to fake to Derrick Henry here as Lance throws out of the backfield to him. And Derrick Henry trying to push his way to the 32 of the first down marker. Gets close. Gets down to the 39. No, that's 3rd and inches as it is marked. So now Lance in the gun is going to hand off to Derrick Henry with some good blocking and some good room, but gets taken off his feet. That's something you don't see very often from a big man like that. But he does get picked up at the 33-yard line and put down by a handful of Toronto defenders there. So now they should be closing in on field goal range. So 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Let's see what Trey Lance has in store for us here. As it's going to be a pitch outside. That is not Derrick Henry. I believe that is Wilson with the carry there. Actually gets nice play by the middle linebacker, Demario Davis, the veteran, realizing what was happening pretty quickly and able to get downfield. Doesn't quite have the speed he once did, but he's still a great player here, and he makes a tackle for a loss on that one. 3-yard loss for the Titans, setting up a 2nd and 13 here. 2nd and 13 at the 36-yard line. About 3 minutes to go in the first, and another handoff here, and Wilson, this is the fullback with the carry. Gain of about 3 yards there. So now it is 3rd and 10 at the 33-yard line. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. Trey Lance drops back and looks like he's going to take off, but eventually that is not an option there, as Darius Evans with his 5th sack on the season, as Trey Lance probably could have taken off. I don't know if it was just the rookie nerves not letting him do it or what, but he had an opportunity to get a first down there with his legs, and Lance is someone who does use his legs on occasion, but this time it does not go well, as Tennessee's going to have to set up for a field goal here at the 34-yard line. And here's the attempt, and it is going to be good by Rodrigo Blankenship. Pretty good kick there. Some good distance on that one. And that is going to set up a score at 5-0. A little bit of a different score here in this one after that safety earlier. So now the Titans lead 5-0 over Toronto. But a quick drive here from the Huskies, and that will change pretty quickly. They could have the lead if they were able to get it into the end zone here. So let's see what this offense can do with another opportunity, as Trevor Nickerson gets ready to go here at the 25-yard line. And it's going to be handoff up the middle. Aaron Jones making a move, getting up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards on that first down carry. And that is the type of stuff we missed with Aaron Jones, was the speed up the middle to the hole. And here we go on 2nd and 1. They're putting a man in motion from right to left. And it's going to be a handoff once again. And getting up to the 36-yard line is Aaron Jones. Good enough for a first down. And that is Andrew Billings on the tackle. But now it is 1st and 10 at the 36. And a quick throw outside. And what a play here by the Titans. CeeDee Lamb had nowhere to go. He barely even made the catch, as that was Taylor coming up with the play there outside. 3-yard loss on the play. Would have been better if he just simply dropped the football. So now it is 2nd and 13 at the 33-yard line, and Nickerson, low snap, but is able to contain it. Tries to hand it off on the delay, but nowhere to go for Andrew Billings. Now, for Aaron Jones. It's now 3rd and 13. They've got 4 wide right here. 3 receivers to the right-hand side, as Nickerson's going to drop back and have some time finding an open target downfield at the 47-yard line. That's going to wrap up this first quarter, as that was Keontae Bonds with the catch and, I believe, first down to end this first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, the Titans right now lead 5-0 at home over the rival Toronto Huskies. They're looking to get a little bit of revenge over the last season or two, as the Toronto has kind of had the Titans' number. So here it is, 1st and 10 at the 47, and it's going to be a fake to the running back as Nickerson throws outside. That is caught, but only a gain of about 2 yards on that one. So that's 2nd and 8 here now at the 49-yard line, almost at midfield. This time they're trying to get outside. That is Aaron Jones, who eventually gets wrapped up from behind, but a good gain of 3 yards there, setting up a 3rd and 4. So now Nickerson takes the snap, and he's going to look, and wide open underneath. That is caught at the 45 and ran up to the 42 for T. Higgins there, the number 3 receiver, with his first catch on the day. That one goes for 6 yards and a first down, as it seems like this Toronto offense is starting to get rolling, and a really nice start to the day for Trevor Nickerson, who right now, if I'm not mistaken, does not have a single incompletion on the day. Hopefully I didn't just jinx him. And they're putting a man in motion from left to right here. It looks like it's Travis Kelce. And dropping back to throw. And quick throw over the middle. That is caught dangerous one, but a nice accurate pass to CeeDee Lamb goes for about 9.5, setting up 2nd and inches here. So now Nickerson's going to take the snap, quick throw to the left-hand side that is caught for a first down. That is Travis Kelce with a 4-yard grab. I believe that is his first catch on the day. Second catch of the day. So now 1st and 10, and another quick throw outside. This time it's to the running back, but nowhere to go as Aaron Jones gets swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, so it's 2nd and 10 still. Putting some extra big bodies on the field because they are running it here, as that is Aaron Jones up to the Latavius Murray up to the 18-yard line. And now it is 3rd and inches here. They're going I formation, and why not? Hand it off and getting a nice little move there from Latavius Murray as he just juked that defender out of his shoes. And that was a juke to get them the first down, because if he didn't make that move, there's no way he was going to be getting that first down. As look at that, nice little juke up into first down yardage. Great vision from Latavius Murray, and that's one of the things that he did so well in replacement of Aaron Jones while Jones was injured, was the vision from Latavius Murray. I was very impressed, and what a play there from Trevor Nickerson to somehow hang in there until the very last second and completing that one over the middle to Keontae Bonds for 8 yards. So now it's 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line, and a little dump off and a screen pass here getting outside. That is Aaron Jones for a first down, but not a touchdown. It's going to set up a 1st and goal as he gets tackled at the 5-yard line. And now it's going to be a fake, and that is, wow, what a play here. I thought it was going to the running back, but it was a little bit of a read option as Trevor Nickerson takes it and goes. That goes for a touchdown. We've seen Nickerson on occasion do this. It's not very often. It's once in a blue moon. It really catches defenses off guard because Nickerson does have some speed. And he's a little bit speedier than a lot of people realize. And he showed off that speed right there, getting outside and just faked the entire defense out, really. So that's going to give Toronto the lead here. Pending the extra point, it will be a 2-point lead. And the Josh Lambo kick is good. So that is a 7-5 lead for Toronto. A great drive put together from those Huskies as they did not slow down a single point throughout that drive. They just kept it humming along, and those are the types of drives we really would like to see more out of from this Toronto offense. So now Josh Lambo is going to be kicking this one back to Tennessee as they're going to take this for a touchback, as that is Adam Humphries with the knee. So now 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Let's see if this Tennessee offense can get a little bit more out of this drive, as they got 3 points last time. So now putting a man in motion here from left to right. And it is going to be a handoff to Derrick Henry, who gets swallowed up in the backfield. 2 Huskies were able to get to him before he even reached the line of scrimmage. So that's going to be a 2-yard loss for the Titans there. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Let's see if they're able to go back to the passing game here, if they stick with the rushing attack. As Derrick Henry so far today hasn't had a ton of room. Last couple times they've played this Huskies defense, they've shut him down pretty well. So it's 2nd and 12 here, and under pressure up the middle, that is Floyd Ellis, the star DT, coming through big as he gets a sack there, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 18. As I believe that was a loss of about 6 yards on that one, and Floyd Ellis just could not be denied. He got through not one but 2 different blocks on that one, and Floyd Ellis eventually gets to Trey Lance, and he goes down. We'll have to see if the rookie gets flustered here after getting a little bit of pressure. So now it's 3rd and 18 from the 17-yard line. Lance is going to drop back, and a quick throw here. It is caught, but unable to get to first down yardage. That was the tight end Dallas Goddard with his first catch on the day, getting out to the 28-yard line, but 7 yards short of what they were trying to get to, as Quincy Williams was able to get there and drag him down. So that is probably going to set up a Titans punt here. As you see Brett Kern coming back out onto the football field. Last time he pinned Toronto inside their own 5 at their 1-yard line. And this time a little bit better situation for them as they get it returned out to the 29. As Travis Etienne, the rookie running back, who also is playing as the return man this season. It's now 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Nickerson looking to throw and finds his man over the middle. Guy draped all over his back, but able to complete it out to the 35. Gain of 7 yards on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and 3. And a quick throw outside that is caught to the tight end. Gain of about 4 yards and should be a 1st down there. And it is, as Travis Kelce makes his 3rd catch on the day. So now this is Nickerson again faking the running back, but under pressure, as that is Scarlett coming off the edge, and he is not fazed by the play action. He goes right after Nickerson. Looks like this Tennessee defense may have watched a little bit of film here, realizing they use a lot of play action in this offense. As you see Nickerson going down at the 30-yard line. That's going to set up a 2nd and 19 here. And they're going to fake there a pump fake, and it's going to go to the running back instead as Aaron Jones gets up to the 31, a gain of about 1 yard. As it's nearing 2-minute warning, it is going to get the snap off, though. It's 3rd and 18, throwing downfield and completing it out past the 50. That's good enough for a 1st down, as that's going to lead us into the 2-minute warning. But a nice play downfield by Keontae Bonds with his 4th catch on the day. So now Nickerson having a little bit of time, but eventually time runs out as Neal comes through, the defensive tackle, to make the play. That's going to be an 8-yard loss, as all of a sudden this offensive line is starting to let a few things get through, and Nickerson has had this happen. This offensive line will play well for about a quarter, and then all of a sudden they just shoot themselves in the foot. I don't know if they get tired or what it is, but this offensive line struggles the later in the game it gets. So now it's 2nd and 18 at the 44-yard line, throwing deep down the middle again. This is caught. This time it is Travis Kelce for the 1st down yardage out to the 36-yard line, his 4th catch on the day. That is a 20-yard pitch and catch from the quarterback to tight end here. And those are the types of plays that they were looking forward to when they signed Travis Kelce. Or excuse me, traded for Travis Kelce. And what a play there by none other than Trevor Nickerson, the quarterback, to hold on to that football, setting up a screen pass as he gets absolutely demolished as he just lets go of the ball before the defender gets there, and it's good enough for a 1st down because of it. So now it is 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. A minute to go in this game, or excuse me, a minute to go in this half, and a nice throw outside on the out route. That is a perfect throw from Trevor Nickerson, completing it out to the 10-yard line. So that's going to set up a 1st and 10. That was Keontae Bonds with his 5th catch on the day. This time going back to the running game, as powering his way forward is Aaron Jones, up to about the 5-yard line. So that's going to set up a 2nd and 5 here. Or excuse me, 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line. So now dropping back is Nickerson, who had an open target on the right-hand side, the tight end, and this time is able to find someone on the right side, but it is caught for only a gain of about 2 yards. Keontae Bonds on that one, so it's 3rd and goal. Putting a man in motion out of the backfield. That is Aaron Jones, I believe. So it's 3rd and goal at the 4. And under pressure, but a quick throw to the open target in the end zone. That is Bonds, who seems to have the eye of Trevor Nickerson in this one. And I don't know if it's because of the injury to Isaiah Oliver or what, but they are really attacking that number 2 corner spot. As Keontae Bonds that time was able to make a big play, finding his way into the end zone and getting some points on the board for Toronto as they're setting up for an extra point. And that is good. So Toronto leads right now 14-5. A 9-point lead for Toronto. That's 2-score lead. Big extra point that was to give them a 2-score lead. And about 16 seconds to go in this first half. Maybe the Titans can get something on the board before halftime. We'll have to wait and see. They're going to start off at their own 25 after the touchback. So now, as you see here, interesting setup here. It looks like a screen pass or something. It's a handoff, though, up the middle. That is Derrick Henry up to the 29-yard line, and that's going to be the end of the first half. They're content just going to halftime, down by 9. So the score at halftime, Huskies lead 14-5. A very different one, and it does look like the Huskies seem to be dominating in every aspect. So let's take a look around the league here at halftime now, see some of the games. As we're going to travel down to the Houston, where the Carson Wentz-led Eagles have come to town and are currently leading 14-7 over the Texans. We'd like that score to hold, if at all possible. And up north here, we have the Dallas Cowboys traveling to the Washington football team there, as they are currently getting beat up by the football team there, 21-7. And Jordan Love and them Colts have traveled down south to the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is not the Patrick Mahomes-led Chiefs, but the Trevor Lawrence-led Chiefs, as it looks like they are leading 12-7 here. Let's hope these scores hold. That'll really help Toronto's opportunity to get back into this division race. But first things first, they're going to have to win this game in the second half, as Toronto right now leads by 9 with a score of 14-5 over Tennessee. But Tennessee gets the ball here to start the second half. Will they be able to do something with it, though, as this tight Toronto defense is really hunkered down in this game? But a completion there was good enough for a first down. First play coming out of halftime, and it goes for 14. So now it is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line, as not Nickerson, but Trey Lance throws an incomplete pass there on first down, overthrowing his intended target. So now it is 2nd and 10. And it's going to be a handoff to Derrick Henry, who makes a move, but right into Floyd Ellis. And if you get into the arms of Floyd Ellis, you are not going to be escaping. That is one large individual. So a gain of 1 yard there. So it's 3rd and 9, and a quick throw underneath that is caught, but only getting out to the 47-yard line. That's only a gain of about 6 yards there. So that's going to set up a 4th down, as Dallas Goedert unable to get downfield quick enough. That was Jalen Thompson coming up from his safety position to make the tackle. And it looks like Tennessee's electing to punt here. Brett Kern having a lot of work so far today, as that one goes out of bounds inside the 20 at the 19. And that is where Toronto and this offense will take over. What a game so far by Trevor Nickerson. 19 for 19. 147 yards and a touchdown. As Nickerson so far perfect. And that streak continues as he gets a 7-yard completion outside to CeeDee Lamb on first down. Now it's 2nd and 3, and they're going back to the running game here, but nowhere for Aaron Jones to go as he gets wrapped up at the 26-yard line. So now it's 3rd and 3, going in I formation here. And it's going to be a fake to the running back as Nickerson under pressure as he goes down. That is Everson Griffin, who I highlighted before this game started. His 100th career sack. Impressive career so far from the former Viking as he's finishing it up out here in Tennessee and playing well for him as well. So as you see there, Nickerson going down, and that's going to set up a punt here for Toronto. As Matt Hawk is punting from inside his own 10-yard line. And what a punt here, as not phenomenal coverage, as he almost outkicked his coverage, but still able to get Adoree Jackson down inside his own 30 after punting that one from inside your own 10. That's pretty good flip of field position there from Matt Hack. So now it is 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line for Tennessee. Another opportunity to cut this lead down. And they're going to start off with the running game here, as that is Derrick Henry up the middle for about 3 yards. Not a whole lot of room so far for Henry. Now it is 2nd and 7 at the 32, and it's going to be a quick throw outside that is caught and breaking a tackle outside. That was Adam Humphries. But despite the broken tackle, he actually loses a yard. So now it is 3rd and 8. Great team defense there from the Toronto Huskies, to where even if you don't make the play, at least you slowed the guy down enough for someone else to make the play. And that is exactly what happened in that situation. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 8 here for this Titans offense at the 31-yard line. Let's see here what they do. We got 3 receivers to the right, but it's going to be a dump off to the running back as Derrick Henry is plowing his way over defenders only to get back to the line of scrimmage. Talk about some team defense there as they swarmed the football there. As you see, just multiple Toronto Huskies running to Derrick Henry as soon as he grabbed that football. Great play by the defense, and that's going to set up another punt here from Tennessee. Brett Kern's definitely getting a lot of work in this one. And this is going to be returned from inside the 25 out to the 34. And that is going to be where this offense takes the field once more. Nickerson once again, perfect on the day. I'm not sure what the record for consecutive completions in a game is, but he's got to be getting close to it. As Nickerson is going to have a delayed handoff here, and Aaron Jones breaking tackles. He will not go down. Wow. What effort there, all for 5 yards. Aaron Jones broke about 4 tackles on that play, and now they're going to continue to hand the football off, and he's continuing to break tackles, but unfortunately no gain on that play. Now 3rd and 5. It's going to be a throw to the left-hand side. That is caught. Once again, Nickerson 21 for 21. I don't know if I've ever seen efficiency at this high of a level such a long time. It's got to be close to a record. I'll look it up here real quick for you guys, because all right, so the current record is 25 consecutive completions. As we see a handoff here on 1st down from to Latavius Murray, no gain there. 25 consecutive, owned by 4 different quarterbacks, including Ryan Tannehill, who did it over multiple games, as well as Marcus Mariota, Phillip Rivers, and Nick Foles. So there's a slew of quarterbacks for you who have done this, but Nickerson, another completion downfield, and this time it is Travis Kelce, the tight end, with his 5th catch on the day. So Nickerson, 22 for 22, only 3 completions away from tying the record and 4 from beating it. We'll have to see if he can do it. Some phenomenal efficiency right now from Trevor Nickerson. So now 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. Nickerson is going to hand this one off, and good room upfield. That is going to be Aaron Jones bursting through the hole and getting up to the 9-yard line, setting up a 1st and goal for this Toronto offense. As you see, great hole there, and Aaron Jones with phenomenal vision to get up there and get there quickly as well. Trying to follow the block there from Keontae Bonds, but unfortunately was unable to get much yardage after that. So now it is 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Let's see what Nickerson can do here. Bunch set to the left-hand side, but it's going to be an interesting one. 1st incompletion on the day. I thought Nickerson was going to somehow complete that. He had an open target, so the streak has been broken. But here's another completion on 2nd and goal, getting down to the 3-yard line as that one goes to Travis Kelce. So no record here for... Unfortunately, no record here for Trevor Nickerson. That would have been a pretty big feat for a 2nd-year quarterback. So now it is 3rd and goal at the 3-yard line as Nickerson setting up to hopefully find the end zone here as he's under pressure, and that is going to be a sack by Clinton-Dix, the safety, coming in on the blitz. And that is going to set up a 4th and goal at the 9-yard line, as Nickerson has been under pressure on occasion today. And he had time, just couldn't have quite enough, as eventually someone got open in the middle there, but the problem was he was getting sacked right as he went to throw it. So that sets up a field goal attempt here from Josh Lambo. And it is blocked. What a play by the special teams for Tennessee. That is something you don't see much of from Josh Lambo. He rarely has blocks, kicks, and that time, though, just a phenomenal play by the special teams unit for Tennessee. So getting no points on that drive, despite getting all the way down to the 3-yard line at one point, as Tennessee is going to be taken over from their own 16. Still a 9-point game. So now Trey Lance is going to hand this one off to Derrick Henry, who gets about 3 yards on this one, setting up a 2nd and 7. Or I guess 2nd and 8 here is what they're marking it. So now it's going to be another handoff as Derrick Henry breaking tackles but has nowhere to go. Floyd Ellis putting him down on the turf. So now it's going to be 3rd and 7. And it's going to be a pump fake to the left and eventually throwing to the left-hand side. And that's going to be good enough for a 1st down, as that is Adam Humphries with his 4th catch on the day. And that is going to end this 3rd quarter. So going into the 4th, the score is 14-5 still. No points in that 3rd quarter. So it's 1st and 10 for Tennessee at the 27-yard line, as Lance is going to drop back, throw to over the middle. That is caught. What a nice route there by Corey Davis, as Tennessee is eventually over 100 yards on the day. Total yards, that is. As that was Corey Davis downfield for about 17. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line, as Lance has a handful of receivers to the left-hand side, and that is where he looks, but incomplete, though. Nice play by Branch, the corner, coming up and getting a hand in there, break that one up. So now it is 2nd and 10, and it's going to be a handoff as Derrick Henry has room getting out to the 49-yard line. So setting up a 3rd and 3 after that carry. 10 minutes to go in the game, 9-point game. As Lance is in the gun here on 3rd and 3. Quick throw to the left-hand side. That is broken up. What a break on the ball there by Darius Slay, the veteran, who knew exactly what was coming and broke on it very quickly. And that is just simply veteran presence, being able to get in there and force an incompletion there on 3rd down. As it looks like they're going for it, 4th and 3 at the 49-yard line. Lance is going to drop back here. Quick throw over the middle. That is incomplete. Again, breaking it up. And this time it was the linebacker, Quincy Williams, coming up with a big play. And that is going to give Toronto the football in great field position, almost at midfield. Oh, actually, that was Richie Branch, who had a first-hand look at Darius Slay's last play, so maybe he learned a thing or two. But look at Trevor Nickerson, 23 for 24 on the day, almost perfect. You can't ask for anything more than that. So it is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A pitch here outside to Aaron Jones, who has some blockers, but only gets a gain of about 3 or 4. So that's going to set up a 2nd and 7 here from the 48-yard line. In the gun is Nickerson, as he's going to take this and quick throw over the middle. That is almost intercepted and then almost caught, but eventually finds its way onto the ground for an incompletion. So now it is going to be 3rd and 7, and it's going to be a delayed handoff. Aaron Jones trying to get to the edge, unable to get there though, as he gains about 5 yards on that carry. Kevin Byard, the safety, coming up with the tackle. So it's going to be a 4th and 2 from the 42-yard line. That's kind of an awkward place to be. We'll have to see if they decide to punt it or if they go for it. As Matt Hawk looks like he's going to take this one and punt this away, as it eventually goes out of bounds at the 13-yard line. So pretty good punt there from Matt Hawk. Still a 9-point game with about 8:40 to go in this one, as Tennessee's going to take over at their own 13-yard line. 4 receivers on this one. And it's going to be a fake to the running back, but instead throwing outside to Derrick Henry, getting upfield to the 15, a gain of about 2 yards on that one. And now going empty backfield on 2nd and 8, as Trey Lance is going to drop back and quick throw over the middle. It is complete out to the 22-yard line. That is close to first down yardage, but about a yard shy there. Corey Davis with his 3rd catch on the day. So now it is 3rd and 1, as Lance is going to quickly throw this one outside. That is caught by the tight end. I believe that was Dallas Goedert with the reception, his 4th catch on the day. And this time it goes for a 1st down, as Tennessee's trying to dig their way out of this hole. 9-point game, just inside 8 minutes to go now. Closing in on the 7-minute mark here, as Trey Lance is in the gun on 1st and 10, trying to set up a screen pass here, completing it to Derrick Henry, who's breaking a tackle and getting upended at the 39-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of 3 yards, setting up a 2nd and 7 here Lance continuing in the gun, and a quick throw to the left-hand side. That is intercepted. Jalen Thompson with the pick, and that might be a pick 6 as it is just tripped up at the 1-yard line. Oh my gosh. A shoestring tackle by, I believe that might have been CJ Uzama, who ran him down. It was Uzama not giving up on the play as he dives for him and just gets him at the 1-yard line. That would have been his second, I think, pick 6 on the season. We'll have to see if the knee does. Yes, I believe the knee does come down before the ball hits that white line. Wow. So Nickerson coming onto the football field. 2 incompletions on the day. But they are setting up perfectly at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. And Nickerson electing to pass it here. Has all the time in the world, but eventually that time's going to run out as Scarlett gets his 2nd sack on the day. Tennessee has 5 now. As you see, there was really no one open downfield there for Trevor Nickerson. And that's going to set up a 2nd and goal now at the 7-yard line, just inside 6 minutes in the game. It's going to be a fake to the running back here as Nickerson throws to the end zone. That is caught for a touchdown, as I believe that is Jonnu Smith, the number 2 tight end, with the touchdown reception there. His first catch on the day, and it goes for a touchdown. Can't ask for much more from him on that. And as you see here, Travis Kelce celebrating with his fellow tight end there. And it looks like Toronto's going for 2. As it is Nickerson throwing outside, that is caught, or no, it is in fact dropped. So that is going to be no 2-point conversion there, but still a 15-point game as Toronto leads 20-5. Yes, that is a 2-score game still for the Titans right now, but they are going to need a 2-point conversion added onto one of those touchdowns to tie this one up. They still have some time on the clock, just inside 6 minutes to go in this one, as they're going to have the football with another opportunity to get something going here. But so far, this offense has really been stymied by the Toronto defense. And understandably, because this defense has been phenomenal in both this game and this entire season. So now Trey Lance is going to set up 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. He's going to take the snap and have a little bit of time, but eventually time runs out as he throws this one out of bounds. Essentially a throwaway there. So now it is 2nd and 10. Lance continuing in the gun here, as it's going to be a throw underneath, caught, but only getting out to the 29, as that is Dallas Goedert with his, I believe, 5th catch on the day. So now it is 3rd and 6. And a pump fake and a throw outside that is broken up by the defense. Corey Davis trying to go up and get it, had it in his hands, but Richie Branch able to break that one up. Or excuse me, that was Marshawn Lattimore breaking it up. So that's going to be a 4th and 6 here as they're going for it. 3 receivers to the right-hand side as Lance is going to be in the gun, sending a blitz, and beating the blitz is Trey Lance, the rookie. Nice play there. Corey Davis downfield, 23 yards, and in plus territory now as the Titans are finally moving downfield. Nice play there by Corey Davis, and great realization by the rookie quarterback to realize it's a blitz and get that ball out quick. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line, 4:40 to go in the game, as Lance is going to dump this one off. It is in fact caught in about 5 yards there, setting up a 2nd and 5. So now 3 receivers to the right on this 2nd down, as Lance is going to drop back and under pressure steps up and throws outside. What a throw out to the 23-yard line. That is 21 yards downfield. What a play there. As I'm not sure who that was who caught that, as that was Anderson with the reception. And a great throw by Trey Lance to step up in the pocket despite facing pressure and find an open target. And again, throwing over the middle this time, but this time unable to complete it. Knocked down there. So now it is 2nd and 10. Lance at the 23-yard line. He's trying to set up a screen pass here, but unable to complete it. So now it is 3rd and 10 at the 23-yard line. And throwing downfield, and what a throw there. Perfect touch on it. Getting it in there to Corey Davis, but Davis just unable to make the catch. As that was a wonderful throw there by Trey Lance. Nowhere that you could have placed that ball better, as it is right in front of Corey Davis. And I'm not sure if he heard the footsteps or what, but he dropped that one. Straight out dropped it. So now 4th and 10 at the 23-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go. As this is going to be Trey Lance throwing downfield. That is caught as Adam Humphries gets down to the 2-yard line. And that is going to be set up a 1st and goal on his 5th catch of the day. I thought he was going to find the end zone there. But what a play there to continue this drive, as Trey Lance has finally figured out how to attack this defense, it seems like. But the question is, will it be too late? As there's just over 3 minutes to go in this game. It's 1st and goal, though, and it's going to be a handoff to Derrick Henry, who's powering his way forward, but gets tackled at the 1-yard line. So now 2nd and goal, inside 3 minutes to go. And another handoff here, and this time vulturing the touchdown is Wilson. So that is going to be 6 more on the board for Tennessee. I'm assuming they'll go ahead and kick the extra point. As they are going to go for the extra point here. And pending this extra point, the score will be 20-12. As Blankenship hits the extra point there. So an 8-point game with about 2:49 to go. I'm assuming they will attempt an onside kick here. We'll have to wait and see, as they're actually electing to kick it deep, trusting the defense. Interesting decision here, as they're going to take a touchback. So Toronto sets up 1st and 10 at the 25, with essentially needing 1 or 2 first downs to end this one. Let's see what they decide to do. They go 3 wide here. 4 wide, excuse me. As Nickerson attempting to throw, it is going to be caught here by Travis Kelce, a gain of 4 yards. And why not? He's been so efficient today. Only 2 incompletions still on the day. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line. Closing in on the 2-minute warning here. as it's going to be a handoff this time up the middle. That is good enough for a first down. Aaron Jones finding a seam for 7. And that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning here. Score 20-12. Toronto leading and with the football here. As they're putting a man in motion right to left. And it's going to be a handoff though. Aaron Jones with some room getting out to the 47-yard line as Tennessee takes their first time out. And now 1st and 10 at the 47. Going in I formation with some extra big bodies here. And it's going to be a handoff. Very little room, maybe a gain of 1. As the second timeout gets taken by Tennessee. Only 1 left for them. 1:52 to go though. So 2nd and 9. Putting a man in motion here. It's going to be a handoff as that is the tight end with the carry. Getting a couple of yards there, but getting clotheslined. So that's going to be 3rd and 7 now. Final timeout taken by Tennessee. They're at midfield, and it's going to be a handoff. Aaron Jones trying to cut it back into the middle. And look at this run by Aaron Jones, as that is so close to first down yardage. Everson Griffin making the tackle, though. The game-saving tackle. What effort by Aaron Jones there. That looks like it might have been a first down. I don't know. As it looks like Matt Hawk's going to go ahead and punt this one. And not a great punt here. Comes off the side of his foot and goes out of bounds at the 25. So that's going to set up Tennessee. 1:05 to go. No timeouts, though. Needing to go 75 yards and get a 2-point conversion here to tie the game. Let's see if they can do it. So it is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Lance is in the gun as he's going to drop back and throw to the left-hand side. That is almost intercepted, but ending up incomplete with 1 minute to go. So now it's 2nd and 10. And Lance again throwing this time outside. It is caught by Derrick Henry and tackled inbounds. Gain of about a yard. So now 3rd and 9. Lance is going to take this one under pressure. That is going to be a Ryan Kerrigan sack. Only 18 seconds to go here. 4th and 16. Lance takes the snap. Throws deep down the right-hand side. That is broken up. And that should do it. As Toronto, the defense, seals this one. As the offense taking a knee here to end the game. Toronto finally getting a win in the division as they take down their old nemesis, the Tennessee Titans, and the rookie quarterback, Trey Lance. As you see here, it looks like Toronto really just dominated pretty much everything in this game, especially the passing efficiency. I thought for sure that Trevor Nickerson was going to end up breaking the completion record. He got so close. What was he at? 23, I believe. Only 2 completions away from tying it, 3 from breaking it. Look at that, 92.5 completion percentage. That is insane. Talk about efficiency. As Nickerson did nothing but complete the football today, compared to Trey Lance's 61.1%. That is massive. And that is probably the deciding factor, to be honest, in this one. As your Toronto Huskies come out on top, final score 20-12. And we have a couple of upgrades coming out of this game. Keontae Bonds with an upgrade. And then Jalen Thompson, the safety, after getting what should have been a pick 6. Again in this one, making big plays in the passing game. And that upgrade jumps him all the way up to an 80 overall. It's nice to see from a player who has had some pretty good games recently. So now, got a media question here. All right. So at the midway point of your team, or excuse me, at the midway point, your team is in a good spot. How far do you think this team can go? I'm going to go ahead and say you just want to be in a position to win a Super Bowl. And of course, for that to happen, you need to make the playoffs. And I know we can get there because I do believe that this Huskies squad can make the playoffs in this season. I believe they have an opportunity to win their division. So I'm going to go ahead and select that as the answer as we go ahead and advance this one to week number 10. And we will be playing the New York Jets next time. As we'll go ahead and do these upgrades real quick, as it is Micah Parsons with an upgrade, getting up to an 81 overall, and it looks like we now know his X Factor, or excuse me, his development trait, and it is X Factor. What a great addition here as we just continue to add playmakers on this defensive side of the ball. But I believe that is going to wrap this one up. We have a good game here back at home next time against the 1-7 New York Jets, as your Huskies are now sitting at 5-3. And you see there, looks like the Indianapolis Colts did end up losing finally. After winning 5 straight, they drop one to the Chiefs. And just like that, your Huskies are right back on their tail at 5-3. Let's see what we can do to finish this season out strong. But until then, my name is TayVikes28. I thank you guys for watching, and have a great rest of your day.